Hey, hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. This is the Arsenal in me. So thank you guys for watching my video. Just like always, thanks for subscribing, for sharing, for making comments. These things really help me keep going. So before I start the video today, please remember to smash the like button and also comment and share the video when you are done watching the video. All right, so today we are going to be talking about something that is really very important. As you can see in the title of the video, it says, "Why are we judged differently?" So, why exactly is Arsenal judged differently? What exactly is the logic, the reason behind Arsenal having a different level of officiating, while other people are also having another version of officiating? We play in the same EPL, we play in the same England, and we basically just have different level of criticism. Whatever Arsenal does is scrutinized. Whatever Arsenal does is looked into. Like every other club does not get away with that. I've been on social media for a while. Since our Wolves match, and as a matter of fact, the Wolves incident is still overshadowing our win in the Champions League. Nobody is praising Mikel Arteta for a well job done, for the fact that he kept us third in the Champions League table in a team of about 38. We are third on the table, and now we are just in the round of 16. Nobody is giving him that credit. Nobody is talking about that. What everybody is talking about is the fact that Arsenal players are actually protesting against the fact that they have been judged wrongly. So for how long are we actually going to do this? For how long are we going to pretend like Arsenal doesn't have a different or another type of officiating? So one of the videos I'm going to be showing you now is actually Gary Neville on Sky. Where he was talking about Arsenal being entitled and a host of other things like that. In fact, there was even one particular video where he was talking with Ian Wright. So I'm going to show you all of those videos. But first, let us look at FA charge on Arsenal. If you remember in my last video, I talked about FA saying that there was actually a mistake. They didn't say a mistake, basically. What they did was just to give the red card of Lewis Kelly. That was the red card that was given by Michael Oliver in the match against Wolves. Nobody is talking about the damages that match could have done to our title race. If, for example, we as Arsenal lost that match, it would have been very difficult to catch Liverpool with the form they are on right now. Nobody is talking about that. Nobody is talking about, the mentality of our own players as well. Everybody, the story shifted immediately to Michael Oliver and the fact that probably Michael Oliver is not being treated right. He's doing his job for goodness sakes. If Michael Oliver cannot go to the VAR to check the VAR and to see if the decisions are right or wrong, of course we expect people to have different reactions to that. Football fans are not static. Football fans, it is difficult to predict how they can react to a loss or to a certain decision. But although that does not mean there should be a threat to life. Of course, nobody is saying there should be threats to life. But basically, there should be some accountability. So as it is right now, the FA says Lewis Kelly's red card has been rescinded, and rescinded, yes, is now allowed to play. It's between Wolves and now we have actually played our last match against this Spanish side, Girona. We won by 2 goals to 1. We are now in the round of 16. Good. Against Wolves, we won as well by 1-0. If we had lost that match could have caused a lot of damage to our title race. So the FA, in its usual place, apart from the fact that they actually issued a statement that says that red card has been rescinded, also issued another statement yesterday that says that regulations and discipline updates. Arsenal FC has been charged after its players surrounded a match official during their Premier League fixtures against Wolverhampton Wanderers FC on Saturday, 25th of January. The club allegedly failed to ensure that its players did not behave in an improper manner around the 43rd minute. Arsenal FC have until Monday, 3 February to provide a response. So the way I know Arsenal and the way I know Mikel Arteta, I'm sure nobody is going to provide any response to these guys. What they are accusing Arsenal for, Manchester City do it every time. Manchester City players go around the players to protest when there is some sort of bad officiating. And maybe that is even why, these officials are actually scared of giving Manchester City's maybe the right kind of treatment they give us now in their own word. Because as an Arsenal fan, for example, if you complain about some level of officiating, you are delusional. If you complain about some level of officiating, you do not have the right to do that. But Liverpool have the right to do that. Manchester City have the right to do that. Manchester United have the right to do that, according to Gary Neville. So Gary Neville says every other team can do that except Arsenal because Arsenal feel that they are entitled. So as an Arsenal fan, you are basically not allowed to support your team. You are basically not allowed to criticize, bad officiating. You are not allowed to celebrate. If you celebrate, you are celebrating too much. If you complain too much. So where is this criticism coming from? Where is this bias coming from? What exactly has Arsenal done differently that makes people hate it so much? So let me go to the videos that Gary Neville in their podcast. The very first one I'm going to play is this one. Let me play this one first.
Who out of those four's getting left out? They all can't play.
Palmer has to play now. He has to play.
I'm a business guy. Why do you think I built a stadium like that for concerts, American football? That's how I run a football club.
Something at that football club, in my opinion, has to change. I'll put my name forward.
Yeah. It's a problem with society, isn't it, really? What would think I'm going to write a death threat to a referee?
I give him my thoughts, my opinion. I said, you need to leave the football club.
I think it's completely wrong.
He's had 47 games with City. He's never sent a player off once. He's sent off.
Oh, but
So can you hear what Ian Wright is saying there? Michael Oliver basically has 47 games with Manchester City. He has never sent a player off, and they keep talking about these death threats. The death threat situation is even overshadowing the most important matter, which is the fact that the referee has had a bad officiating, and the PGMOL is not even talking about how to improve the league, what they need to do to improve the level of officiating. They are deflecting the whole case and just talking about Michael Oliver being, facing some level of threat. Where was the same energy when Kai Havertz was facing threats when we lost against Aston Villa? Why this double standard, for goodness sakes? 47 matches against Manchester City and not even a single red card. Almost about the same level of matches against Arsenal and about 8 or 9 red cards already. The guy does not even hesitate to give red cards. He's so happy to give red cards. Look at our match against Wolves, for example. Immediately that Lewis Kelly incident happened, he was not even willing to talk to the officials in the VAR. The thing he did was just to go to the back of the pocket and just bring out a red card straight. And nobody wants us to call out this bias. That is exactly what Ian Wright is saying here. That how can a referee be there, for example, and not have given Manchester... So, Manchester City, because it looks like every time he officiates against Manchester City, there is some sort of bias. Everybody remembers the issue with Kovacic and the other guy. He did that thing twice in different matches. And there was even one particular match where he said he wasn't going to give a red card because he did not want to spoil the match based on the level, the importance of the match. That is because it is Man City. The other time it fell to us is, he just gave Trossard the last one he gave, apart from the one he gave Lewis Kelly. The one he gave prior to that was Trossard. So let's go on.
You're now adding to it. You're saying
No, but the thing is that it's a fact, Gary. It's there for people to see.
So the thing about Gary that I have noticed, Gary does not like Arsenal. He doesn't like Arsenal, and this punditry stuff is really, really giving them a lot of airtime. A lot of airtime to show their hatred against Arsenal. I can tell you for a fact that if some other kind of players did what Lewis Kelly did and they are not Arsenal fan, and that was a red card, for example, Gary Neville would not be saying what he's saying. He absolutely would not be saying what he's saying. So let us look at the other videos, the other videos. So here is also
I don't think
Gary
it's the worst
Neville.
decision I've ever seen in the world. And one thing I will say is, and to be fair, I'm not bothered because Arsenal fans not great fans of me anyway, but I think they've become so entitled. Honestly, is it are Arsenal? I mean, playing against Wolves, Wolves got more bad decisions against them in the last 15 months than any other club.
So Arsenal fans have become more entitled. Entitled to what exactly? Entitled to the fact that we have been having some fair run of bad officiating, or entitled to what exactly? Entitled to wanting to do better, entitled to just asking for some level of accountability, for some level of proper officiating. So why are we actually entitled? Entitled for getting a red card that has been rescinded by the PGMOL. If the red card was not rescinded now, it would have been a different case entirely. But every pundit except Gary Neville says that that was a red card. Everybody except Gary Neville. So let me go on
In the
with the video.
country, it feels like they had some shockers against them last season. I just feel like every time Arsenal have a decision against them, it was a bad decision, but there is a definite exaggeration from Arsenal and their cohort of people in their sort of sphere about every time they have a decision go against them. It's like the end of the world.
I've seen me big pal, Big Meeks, saying it's the worst decision he's ever seen in Premier League history. That's like Hulk. I need to have a word with him. But I think it must have come from the fact that he's almost got it in his head before he's seen it. Everyone.
So, guys, if you are watching my video, please remember to comment, share, and like on my video. So, where we are right now, what exactly do you think he is saying? I want to remember his name now. What exactly do you think he is saying? So, Carragher, yes. So, he is saying that, we have this some sort of mentality,
Heard about it before they'd actually seen it. So there was something in people's heads about like this decision is the worst decision. And
So, have you guys seen a worse decision than this? So if you have seen a worse decision than this, please comment the decision in the comment section and let's look at it. Have you guys seen a worse decision than this? A decision where a referee did not even hesitate to give, a player a red card when there is already a VAR. This is not 2003, for goodness sakes. This is not 2005. Just a straight red without consulting, without anything, without checking the VAR, without checking if the foul play is dangerous. So that is exactly what Carragher is saying here. The only people in this live that I have seen is Simon Jordan of what's the name of that sport channel on YouTube, Carragher and Neville. These are the only three people I've seen that are saying that challenge is actually, okay. And at the same time, they are saying that, okay, maybe the referee could have given a yellow card. So what's up with this double standard? Let me
I
finish
think the
saying what
situation
Carragher
Arsenal find themselves in the league is that it feels like the one game away from a crisis, even though they're having a really good season. But because Liverpool are where they are and it's not Man City, there's this frustration and this anger.
No, there is no frustration. There is no anger. Frustration with what exactly? Arsenal is doing fine. We are third in the Champions League table now to the round of 16. Now, and we are second in the EPL. Just 6 points or 8. Is it 6 or 8 points to the top of the table? So where exactly is the frustration? We have a team that is dilapidated already. We have many of our players out. We have Ben White has been out for a very long time. Our best player is out, Kayo Saka. And he is talking about frustration. Who is frustrated? I think they are actually the ones that are scared. They are scared of what is to come if Arsenal is able to bring in people, for example, bring in a striker, or we get the best of our players back. Because there are matches we could have won, yes, I agree, where we didn't win, much like, for example, against Everton, Fulham, and a few other matches like that. And also, what I would say is that if we had played the way we played against Wolves, against Brighton, for example, in the first leg when we picked up a red card, and even as well against some other against Bournemouth also, where we picked up a red card, we probably would have gotten more points. Liverpool is within the grasp of us now. We can catch Liverpool anytime soon. As a matter of fact, right now, it's not like they're outstanding. And at the same time, it's not like they're playing badly. But because Arsenal has crisis issues and and a few other things like that, doesn't mean we are even doing it better. All we are asking for is that this is the deflection tactics I keep talking about. Deflecting away from defeat. We are talking about officiating, you are talking about injuries, for example. The officiating was bad. That is the point. Leave us now with these injuries, rules, and every other thing like that. Let us deal with that. Was the officiating good or wrong? Does Michael Oliver keep blowing bad decisions against Arsenal? Keep referring bad decisions against Arsenal? Giving Martinelli 2 red cards under 7 seconds is crazy. I mean, 2 yellow cards and the red card under 7 seconds is crazy. Then in the game against Wolves, for example, the challenge launched by Lewis Kelly, Gomez did this exact same thing to Timber, and it was a yellow card. Then before he was given a red, which could have actually been a direct red card. Still same Michael Oliver. Nobody is talking about that. Everybody just wants Arsenal fans to be dummy.
Like, this was supposed to be us, and it feels like every game is on the edge.
So, if we are to be talking about bias, I think they are actually the one that are biased. I think they are actually the one that are biased. So I'm going to be playing one more video, okay? And we would see, you know, who is exactly biased.
I mean, maybe that was the same with us at United back in the day, and that's why people didn't like us. And maybe that's what maybe that's what Arsenal are creating now.
So when you hear things like this from Gary Neville, I don't understand the way he thinks. So you are comparing the old Manchester United, which is a form of acceptance that, okay, maybe we too are favored. Because, I mean, let me play it from the beginning again.
I mean, maybe that was the same with us at United back in the day, and that's why people didn't like us. And maybe that's what maybe that's what Arsenal are creating now, that siege mentality. Everyone's against us, and Mikel Arteta.
Now, as at this point in time he was talking about, there were only 2 important teams in England. As far as if I'm wrong, please comment in the comment section. Arsenal and Manchester United. As at this time he is talking about. And there were only 2 top managers in England. And that is Arsenal Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson. So I do not understand the spotlight is trying to bring to Manchester United, because it tries to do this every time, gaslighting everybody and also trying to make Manchester United so popular. So what exactly is the rationale behind, why you are hated and every other thing like that? For goodness sakes, let me support my team. Let me support my team. The team has been doing fine. In the last 2 or 3 years, we have been close to winning the league. We haven't won the league, yes, I know, but we have been close to winning the league. OS has been closer than Arsenal. So if it is easy, why has other teams not been able to win it? So
Likes that,
yeah,
but I can see why people didn't like us back in the day in relation to referees, because they felt that that's how we probably acted.
So Gary says A, then he acts B. So if Gary is understanding the situation, what is the fuss about? What is the whole argument about Arsenal, trying to raise his eyebrows on bad officiating? Because I'm trying to wrap my head around the level of hatred. Remember the game Arsenal against Bournemouth, where Saliba picked up a red card. That match was on a Saturday. The next day was Chelsea, Tottenham, I suppose. I can't remember who it was they were playing. And Tosin Adarabioyo did exactly the same thing, and he picked up a yellow for something Saliba picked up a red for. So from going on about the PGMOL, fine, that is, I think this is the FA now. The FA fine on Arsenal, to going on about what Gary Neville has to say, his opinion about Arsenal. All of these things that, to me, they are double standards. So, guys, what exactly do you think about this? What do you make of it? Please remember to drop your comments in the comment section. And in the weekend, we are going to be facing Manchester City. This is our next fixture. We are facing Manchester City. That is on Sunday, February 2nd, 6:30. I think it's going to be 5:30 Nigerian time. And on Wednesday, February 5, we are facing Newcastle at St James's Park. That is in the second leg of the Carabao Cup. I actually see Arsenal winning that one, though. I see Arsenal winning that one. I see us qualifying. You know, and then and on, we have other matches as well. So those are the matches we have in the coming days. I'm going to be doing another video where I'll be talking about our match with Manchester City, because they are coming to the Emirates Stadium. So we are going to be looking at our possibilities, the way we do it, our pre-match videos and every other thing like that. So, guys, thank you for watching my video. Please always remember to comment, share, and like, and also, more importantly, do subscribe to my channel. It really, really help me so much. Thank you, guys, and stay blessed.